Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on my next home tour. We are in Clairemont today, and wait till the end because we're gonna go outside. This lot is over 10,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,265 square feet inside. Follow me in and let's tour this home, and then outside you'll see great views. Yes, it's on a freeway, but great views. Come join me. So first of all, you're probably looking at too, is we are on a really great cul-de-sac, which is highly desirable, especially people with families and also people that don't want a lot of drive-through traffic. So this is definitely sitting at the end of a cul-de-sac, which is highly desirable. Love the tree that's out here. I wonder how long this sucker has been here. I love our mature greenery here in San Diego. Over here on the side, this is a bunch of parking where we can open this up and you can actually put an RV back there. Now here in San Diego, you have to go pay to put your RV or boat somewhere, right? Here, if you did have an RV and you traveled quite a bit, you could store it on your property without that $200 or $300 price tag monthly to house your RV. So come take a look throughout. I left the lights off in most of the house because I wanted to show you that the house is pretty light and bright, so you can kind of take a look at that. And that's something that you really want to take a look at when looking at homes, making sure that when you are checking them out, all the lights are not just automatically on and your agent is not showing you with them all the way on, and then maybe it's kind of a dungeon in there. So this house is pretty light and bright. Here is the living room, fireplace. So this home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 1,300 square feet with a 2-car garage. We have central AC and heat in this home, which is a great plus. There's not, well, I gotta say, I won't say there's not a lot, but a lot of homes don't have air conditioning here in San Diego because we don't get super hot, even though we did just go through a little heat wave and we got up to like the mid 80s and 90s here in this part of town. So like I said, we're in North Clairemont here. Very sought after area because the prices here are a bit different than down in, let's say, the beach area or La Jolla, but we're very close to it. So take a look. This is the dining room into the kitchen. The kitchen does house the washer and dryer, which sometimes I like to just go put those in the garage because I don't know how much somebody wants them in their kitchen, but some people are quite fine with that. So full washer and dryer, brand new. So we're literally about 10, maybe 15, about 15 minutes outside of Pacific Beach, about 7 to 10 miles away. We're sitting up here so you get canyon view, which we're gonna show you at the end, but this home is going for right under $1.2 million. It just had a $10,000 price reduction. So I believe it's $1,189,000. So I would love to know what your thoughts are. New vinyl flooring, which they decided to put this color in, which I do really love because it will never go out of style. I talk about that a lot. Loving the color of the floors. So we're really about 5 miles away from UCSD, 10-15 minutes away from the beach, like I said, and 5 minutes from La Jolla. Being on a cul-de-sac, people really love that because, like I said, there's not a lot of noise coming into this neighborhood because there's no drive-through traffic. All right, you guys, let's head into the bedrooms. It's a 3-bedroom, but the front bedroom does not, when you see, does not have a closet. So in my world, this was probably added on from the other bedroom and they made another room out of here. But I love the vinyl flooring goes throughout. It's much better sometimes than hardwood floor because if you do have a leak or a flood, it's going to be repairable a lot easier than engineered hardwood floor or the natural hardwood. But I love it because it has a slider all the way out to the backyard, which is great. You could open it up and live outside as well as inside. Would love to know what you guys think about this home. 3-bedroom, 2 baths, right under 1,300 square feet. So great room for a kiddo or even a roommate. A lot of people here are buying homes and it's an investment for them, and they're able to rent some rooms out while they either go to school. I did have a gentleman, he was like in his early 20s, and he was renting a space from 4 of his friends, and he decided, hell, I'm gonna buy in this area, which is in Clairemont, about a couple miles from here, and he was able to move his friends in, and now he gets a tax write-off. He owns a home. He bought it here in Clairemont, I want to say for about $800,000 a few years ago, and now the same home, which is almost like this, is $1.2 million. So you can see the money that you can make out of something, especially what a great idea for, you know, a young guy to buy a piece of property, own it, and then be able to rent it to his friends and make his mortgage. There's one of the bathrooms that those 2 bedrooms share. The good thing about this home too is, well, some people love it, some people don't. I would love to know what your thoughts are. Some people love 2-story homes. This one is a flat 1-story, which a lot of times these kind of homes have built up or out on. And this one still is just a 1-story, which I prefer, but a lot of people like 2-story. This is the primary. It has his and her closets, which is kind of nice, and then into the bathroom. Again, I left the lights off so you could see how light and bright this home was without the lighting system. The best part of this house too is the lot is 10,600 square feet, which is a really big piece of property here in Clairemont. So you're gonna see outside when we go out there on both sides, there's a lot of space in between the neighbors, which is pretty nice. We have some hiking trails here, which are only about 6-minute drive. You can, all the trails, there's a place called Stanley Park. It's 7-minute drive, so there's basketball, soccer, and such like that. Lots of things to do. Highly desirable area because we are in the middle of everything. So being in Clairemont, you're able to go to La Jolla, the beaches, out east really, really quickly. So a lot of people love this area because you're not kind of stuck in the area. It's easy to get around with all the freeway accessibility as well. Here's the garage, 2-car garage. Now, when I think of a 2-car garage, it's a little bit more spaciousness. I see yourself being able to park a car here, but maybe coming at an angle here because of this wall and the water heater. But when you saw outside at the beginning, there's a ton of parking on the left of the house. I love the epoxy on the ground. I think this is a good little upgrade to the garage. And then in here, I know you've probably seen these before, but you pull this, it has a ladder, and then you have your attic upstairs. So you can store some stuff up there. All right, you guys. So very comfortable home here in Clairemont. We are gonna head outside, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna have missed messages about this when you message me, but let me know what your thoughts are. So look how big the living space outside is. We got some greenery, we got some RV parking over there, and we have a lot of canyon view. Down here, if you look over, so this is our Freeway 52. So this runs east to west. And if you go right and you go east, you're gonna hit East County, and if you go left here, you're gonna go into, you can go to the 5 or right into La Jolla, right off the 52. And if you go south off the 52 into off the 5, you'll go south. So this is very central. You can see the hiking trail right below you. You can be mountain biking there. I've done a lot of hikes down there, and you have nobody in your backyard, which is nice. I would love to know what your thoughts are. Some people are very, very into living on the canyon like this. I have a lot of buyers looking for homes like this, and then other buyers who are like, I'm not loving it at all. So you really either love it or you're like, yeah, no, that's not the view I want. So what is your thought? In Bay Park, Bayho, Clairemont, we have a lot of canyon views. I won't say a lot, but we have we do have some property with them, and some people just really, really want them. But take a look around. We got some sod out here, some green grass, let's say for your animals or your kids to run around. Again, it's great not having any backyard neighbors, especially here in San Diego. So like I said, we're nearby the parks, Stanley Park. We're about 7 minutes away from Madison High School. We have lots of stuff going on around here. Middle schools, elementary schools. Really short commute to all of them. The one thing is when you hear the traffic like this, I believe, and how I feel, is it's kind of white noise. Because when you have traffic on a freeway, you don't have the ongoing honking, and you can't hear the honking going. It's more like white noise where people are always just moving on the freeway. So a little bit different than being on a busier road with stop signs, where you hear all the motors running and stopping and honking and people getting pissed off at each other kind of thing. Yes, the freeway has noise, but it doesn't have that kind of noise. So again, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath sitting on 10,600 square foot lot, and it's going for 1.189, so right under 1.2 million. We have remodeled flooring, paint throughout, washer and dryer. I really like how this house is on this cul-de-sac. Yes, we have a little shed back here. But I like how this house is on a cul-de-sac, because when my cameraman kind of looks from the left to the right, the neighbors don't and can't even see inside your house, which is awesome, because there's so many homes that you feel like you see the next window of the neighbors, and this home does not have that, which is pretty kick-ass. And like I said at the beginning, see how cameraman's down there, neighbors aren't gonna see you. They have a couple little windows up there, but if you turn around, there's no way a neighbor can see you there, which is pretty nice that it's very private back here, because there's some backyards that I'll show and you see neighbors and they see you. So really, really private. Imagine having your dog back here. You can throw the ball and have him run without going to the park. But yeah, this is really a great selling point, because so many people here are not in San Diego 12 months out of the year, and they have an RV and they have to go pay hundreds of dollars a month to house that RV. So look at this. You could buy this home, just drive that damn RV right on in, clean it, keep it here, and save that money and put it in your payment of your mortgage. Beautiful, another beautiful day in San Diego, right? Now I have to say, yesterday was hotter than hell, so I'm glad we were not recording. And hot as hell to us is, 90 degrees. So what do you guys think? I mean, the views, you can see the house over there getting total remodel. You're gonna see those all over town. People putting money into their homes, making them more beautiful. You get a nice breeze up here. You can drop down, go hiking and go biking pretty much any time during the year. I don't think we've gotten any rain this year at all, so that's good and bad. But what do you guys think? The area of Clairemont, I'm doing a lot of videos on, because I get asked all the time, what do you think about the area of Clairemont? What do you think? This is where I can get the most bang for my buck. Prices are still going up and up and up here in San Diego. We're at a little bit of a lull, but people still coming in and putting really high offers in, because they want to get into the San Diego market. So if you want to get into the San Diego market, let me know the areas that you may be looking at. And if you're kind of confused on the areas, let me know. And I can let you know what houses are around that, or what you're looking for. I can send you some homes. But let's take one more tour within the house, and then we'll head outside and you can kind of see the neighborhood. All right, you guys, let's go. And I told you I would tell you from here on out on what zip code we are in, and we're in the 92117 zip code. So Clairemont is kind of big, but this is the north side of Clairemont, which north meaning we're heading over into La Jolla. So we're on the 52 and the 5 overlooking the 52 freeway. A very quiet home inside with dual pane windows so you don't hear all of it outside, which is really nice. So like sitting in here on the couch, hanging out watching TV, you don't hear any of the noise. So very nice. Enjoy the fireplace. Let's go outside. Let's take a look at the neighborhood. I love that tree. Is that the coolest tree? I love our mature trees. So again, we're at the end of a cul-de-sac, very close to the school systems, very close to all the shopping centers to get your local groceries, a really good area to go walk your dog, your kids, and it's a very quiet neighborhood. So what are the top things that you would say that are your favorite parts of this house? And what would you change if buying this home? My top things, if you're asking, is definitely how big the lot is and how private a home here in San Diego can feel without the neighbors looking in. I think that is such a huge plus. Second thing is the cul-de-sac, for sure. I really, really like. And for me, I don't mind that white noise of the backyard of the freeway. And I love, 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 which you guys can't feel it, but the nice wind going through the house and also the backyard is very refreshing. That it's not stuffy, there's a lot of wind movement, very good airflow. I love that my cameraman loves to go down all these streets, check out all the houses. As you can see, all the houses in San Diego, well, I can't say in all of San Diego, but all of these kind of areas, they do not have an HOA and you can do what you want to your house. Now, with that being said, you can't pick your neighbors, right? So you need to make sure you look at the neighborhood. The other little clue I want to give you is make sure that when you are buying a house, you come during the day, right? Like right now, let's say we're shopping for your house, we would come, I would tour you through this home, but also I'd like you to come at night and see the neighborhood at night, because there are different areas that may not suit you or your family with what's going on in the neighborhood at night, let's say, but maybe it is during the day because everybody's out working. So a big tip for you when buying a piece of property, and hope that's with me here in San Diego, make sure wherever you're at, you drive the property during the day and also at night. Make sure the traffic, look at the traffic. Make sure maybe you drive it the time you come and go to work. That's a huge thing too. So make sure you're looking at that you're not getting emotionally excited about buying a house until you do all of your research. So I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna actually be going into La Jolla now, doing another home tour. So if you're ready to buy, sell, invest here in San Diego, give me a call and I would love to hear you. I'll talk to you soon.